So I cut it all off, and that might be the subject of this video, because I don't know, like cutting off your hair after a year leads to some very interesting conversations. Um, but first, I think it's just funny that when I first started vlogging, like maybe 5 years ago, I was at a pace where I was wondering if I was like overloading my 12 subscribers with too much about my life because I didn't want to post more than one video a day. And then now there's people just like wondering if I'm like dead or alive. But I'm very much alive. I'm very much alive. Uh, this summer's been pretty hectic for me. As soon as I finished school, as soon as I finished finals, I left for Europe and was in Europe for about a week, just in France and the Netherlands. And sadly, didn't get to see uh, anyone I wanted to see out there. Um, yeah, I wanted to see Erico's vlogs. I think his channel is now, and then I also really wanted to see Tio Shea Tower, um, but that didn't happen. So then I went down to South Africa, and I was in South Africa for about 2 months, studying for the first month, and then the second month just like working on this farm and getting some interesting agricultural experience. Um, but yeah, okay. So with that aside, this haircut, because it's far more important than like these global experiences. Um, I found myself in a lot of conversations where people felt like I guess for some reason, like had a stake in the way I looked. Like I was only growing my hair out for like a year, like a little longer than a year, and it was cool. Like being like the most unique person in the room very often, especially if you had like a really nice outfit on, then like you just know you're the coolest like looking person in the room. Um, and I really liked my hair, and it was a lot of fun. It did reach a point where like the upkeep wasn't paying off for me. If hair can like pay off in certain ways, I haven't exactly defined that for myself, but it just didn't feel worth it. Like I'm probably gonna grow out my hair again at some point in time, but I just wanted to change. I did it without telling most people that I was gonna do it, and of course people, I guess, feel like they own my body in some capacity and are just so shocked and um, just like express not distaste or like anger, but I don't know. Bitches just didn't want me to cut my hair, and so they felt like they lost something because my hair was gone. Even though like a lot of these people I knew mostly when I had short hair. Yeah, that's something I want to ask you guys. If there's a characteristic of you that like if you were to change, you know people would be pissed at, or people just like for some reason that just defines your identity to them. And how does that make you feel? Whether it's like your hair or the way you dress, or your makeup, or maybe your gender identity, or your gender expression. Um, Let me know, and you should like comment about that because I mean, of course, I'll just read and respond to all of them. But yeah, there's a little bit of an incentive just because I haven't been around for a while, and so I feel the need to like make it up to the people who actually care to interact with me anymore. And so I'm going to the post office soon anyway for a few things, so I was thinking of sending some things off to people. So if you're comfortable with giving me your address, because I probably won't like find you and kill you. Like there's no guarantee, I guess, but like I probably won't. Uh, I am going to be sending out uh, The Velvet Rage, Overcoming the Pain of Growing Up Gay in a Straight Man's World by Alan Downs. Also going to be sending out On the Down Low. And for any of you that aren't interested in gay shit, maybe Race and Economics, which is a cool book if you're studying sociology like me or economics. Um, but yeah, so if you are interested in getting one of those books, just comment and then like message me your address if you're comfortable with doing that. And I'll choose 3 of you and send the shit to you. I'll like, write a note in the book itself or something, or like a letter to you if I know you. Um, and yeah, it'd be really cool. And you could read it and just like message me and we can talk about the books because I think they're all really interesting. Um, and yeah, so uh, what was I gonna say? I guess on the subject of like race, which I just brought up. Um, this summer, I just experienced so many different black people around the world. Um, Parisian black people were just like completely different, like entities, and it was just so amazing and beautiful and shocking. Um, as well as South African black people, or just people from like Mozambique or Malawi or Zimbabwe or Botswana or like any of the countries down there. Um, so I think this summer really opened my eyes to just different ways of thinking about race, which sounds really cliche, but like it becomes so true when you actually encounter someone who is of the same category as you, like maybe in your own country, or people see that you're similar, but you lead completely different lives, like lives that don't even resemble each other. Um, and like it kind of made the term African American laughable after some interactions with African black people and even African white people. Um, so my mind's just kind of been reeling about a lot of those issues. Uh, but yeah, so there was that, and then I would say like a month of my summer when I was on this farm, just like working, just like living a very basic farm life. Wasn't I had no internet connection for like a month. I wasn't really talking to people. It was a really good time to just like be genuinely alone. Not like I'm leaving Facebook for like a week like alone, but like I am on my own. I am not with anyone that I love or like my friend circle, my support network. I don't really have ways to contact them regularly, and I'm just fucking out there with my thoughts. And so, yeah, it was an experience I think I'm still drawing from. Um, I actually didn't benefit from it as much as I thought I would have, at least not yet. Maybe those benefits have yet to manifest themselves, but after like week two, I was like going nuts, and then like the last week was fine, but it was interesting. It's kind of changed the way I've viewed how I want to live my life after I finish college, because I'm starting my last year of college, and oh my god, you guys have been with me since my sophomore year of high school. um, but yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but that's what I've been up to. Um, as I said, please let me know if there's some kind of like identifier that you have for other people, or other people have of you, I guess. Um, like it's your hair, clothes, or whatever, and like if you've been in situations where you've changed it and people have just gone apeshit because they can't handle people making decisions about their own body, um, or like just hypotheticals. Um, yeah, and I think that's it. Nothing new. I moved. Oh, and yeah, so while you're telling me about your lives, message me if you want any of these three books, and I'll be sure to get them out to you, because yeah, because I moved, I'm like getting rid of a lot of books, but these are like ones I really love, and so I want to share them and talk to some people about them. Yeah, especially if you're closeted. If you're legit, if you're closeted, like message me about this book, or even this book, but like mostly this book, because like, oh my gosh, like it needs to be read. Um, and yeah, everyone else, just let me know. Let me know what you're up to. I want to catch up on your lives.